Jay, welcome back to the channel. Guys, San Diego Comic-Con is in full swing right now, and I gotta tell you, some of the reveals for the MOTU Universe Origins line are absolutely incredible, especially one that's right up my alley. The cartoon line, of course, celebrates the Filmation cartoon from the 80s, and I can't wait until we take a look at these because they are some of my favorite figures that are going to be in my collection for sure. If you enjoyed this type of content, guys, please consider subscribing to the channel. I post up to 2 episodes a week, and I hope you guys enjoy. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you guys will always know when new episodes are posted. Guys, without further ado, let's take a deep dive into this and see exactly which figures were unveiled at San Diego Comic-Con for MOTU Universe Origins. Let's have a look. I want to give a huge shout out to my friends over at toyhabits.com. Guys, toyhabits.com is a wonderful resource for toy news all year round. Definitely give them a like and a follow. Tell them that Jay sent you. Man, there have been nothing but reveals for this San Diego Comic-Con 2023, and I wanted to go over some of the great reveals for MOTU Universe today, courtesy of our good friends over at toyhabits.com. Let's take a look, guys. Heading over to toyhabits.com, we can see the article MOTU Origins San Diego Comic-Con 2023 reveals. These are absolutely incredible, guys, and some of them I've really been looking forward to. This is going to be absolutely thrilling. A lot of these pictures do come from the website toyarc.com, another great website for toy news all year round. Definitely give them a like and a follow. Tell them that Jay sent you. Some amazing new figures for the MOTU Universe Origins line have been revealed at San Diego Comic-Con 2023. We are getting the Filmation line. We're getting some awesome new characters in the Origins line. And let's take a deep dive into this because, guys, this is one to remember. Let's have a look. Here we are, everybody. This is amazing. Take a look at this display at San Diego Comic-Con 2023. We can see here that they have on display the Diabolical Snake Invasion 4-pack, which of course includes the 3 new Snake Men and of course a reissue of Snake Armor He-Man. Moving down further, though, we do see the packaging art for the new 80s, as seen on TV, cartoon editions for He-Man and some other figures who are going to come across the line. And for whatever reason, we're seeing the reissue of the original Merman, which I find hilarious at this stage of the game. But he was harder to track down when they first started being exclusives at Walmart, so that could explain a lot. Check it out, everybody. We're seeing a heck of a lot of characters here. Let's break this down succinctly because these look absolutely incredible. Here we go with the He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. I love the new packaging design. It's a very big departure from the traditional blue exploding rocks. Instead, we have a very Filmation-inspired Castle Grayskull in the background with a blue sky. And right in the front, it says Cartoon Collection with the Filmation colors on cartoon. I love that. Am I right in saying that this He-Man can stand up absolutely straight? Yeah, I've actually never seen that with Origins figures. I'm going to have to see if that's actually something that's possible to do. And there's a lot of different things that we can notice here. If we zoom in a little bit, we can actually see that this He-Man has a brand new sculpt, a completely brand new sculpt from the head down. The head is actually a brand new head sculpt, which looks a lot better than the head sculpt that they included with the 40th Anniversary Edition 4-pack. This one looks a little bit more stoic, a little bit more closer to the way he looked in the Filmation version, I have to say. He has a brand new buck entirely. The arms are different. The torso is different. All the musculature is different. If you look on his legs, there's actually this cross pattern to his muscles here instead of the version that we got with Origins, where you can see it's more of a rounder type of shape. It doesn't have this cross pattern here from the version we got originally, which is really cool. We can also see a lot of color differences here. The Origins version of He-Man has a yellow trim at the top of his boots, whereas the Filmation version is just all brown, very much in line with the way it looked in the cartoon. The straps are also brand new as well, as far as I can tell. They don't have the cordite at the top of the straps themselves, just the single iron cross, and I really love that. We can see here that this version of He-Man has that full scabbard on the back, which is another departure from the original version that was released for Origins, which does not include any scabbard at all. And eagle-eyed fans will also notice that He-Man is holding up 2 swords. This is a very interesting nod to the Filmation cartoon. This is actually the Sword of the Ancients, which was in the episode The Masks of Power. Eventually, these 2 swords would meet and join together and become the true vessel for the hero of Eternia, to fight evil. It was a wonderful episode, and I'm really glad that they included this sword here with this version of He-Man. The packaging design really looks so great. I mean, it has that wonderful Filmation aesthetic. I love the colors, and of course, He-Man just looks so great here. But what really gets me is, of course, this logo cartoon, which really is a wonderful nod to Filmation. The head sculpt is very much with how He-Man looked in the series, and is very different from the version which we got in the Master Universe Origins He-Man 40th Anniversary Pack, where a lot of people said that He-Man here looked like he had duck lips, which I think is absolutely hilarious. I do prefer this version as it's more stoic and has a very interesting look. Not exactly the way he looked in Filmation, but still. I consider this to be somewhat better than what we got with the 40th Anniversary Edition. 2 new releases for the Filmation versions of Jaw and Skeletor, and they look absolutely incredible. Oh my gosh. Take a look at Jaw here. Now, he does have that cartoon aesthetic. I am loving the colors. I'm loving the way he looks. It's a brand new sculpt once again from the ground up. But there's something about his face which kind of, it's just a bit too goofy in my eyes. Although I am happy to get a version of Jaw in the Filmation style. Apparently he comes with one of the props from the show. I believe it is a hologram projector. Somebody in the comment section is definitely going to correct me on that if it's incorrect. And he's holding on to a crystal of some sort. If somebody knows exactly what that is, please leave that in the comment section below. And looking at Skeletor here, he looks absolutely incredible. I love the way he looks. His facial sculpt is not exactly Skeletor from the Filmation version, but he looks amazing. I actually really do like this version of Skeletor. He also comes with his Havoc staff, which is modeled after the Filmation cartoon, and I love it. He also still comes with a full version, purple version of the Power Sword. And again, he's got those he's a brand new buck from the top down. It's amazing. He also comes with the Masks of Power, which was featured in that exact same episode. We also get a look at Teela, Captain of the Guard. She has her Filmation sword as well, which actually is a really wonderful nod to the show. There is something going on with her face that I don't like, and these are early prototypes, so I'm pretty sure that these paint masters are going to get adjusted again in the final product. And as we've seen with the versions that have come out before and after their initial solicitations, they have actually looked pretty good in the final version. On a second thought, having another look at the face of Jaw and a much closer view, yeah, I can see the Filmation inspiration there. It's actually not as bad as I initially thought. Skeletor, though, again, zooming in this close, yeah, actually, he does very much resemble the Filmation version. Not exactly sure if I agree with the way they've sculpted the teeth, but you know what? Again, these are very early prototypes, so I think there still is time to improve them along the way. Man-at-Arms looks so great. Honestly, he looks exactly like he did in the cartoon, and I'm loving that. Duncan's face really is very signature to the show, and I really like the way they've pulled it off here with this version. And I'm so happy to get these guys back into the collection one more time. I even love the way his boots are very similar to the way they were in the show, where the top half of the boot was actually supposed to be his shin pad, but they've actually incorporated it as an entire top of the actual boot. And then he looks like he almost has sandals that he's wearing at the bottom. So much fun. Teela, again, looking a little closer at her head sculpt. You can tell this is a very early prototype because I don't think the eyes were properly painted at all. And there's a lot of room for improvement here. But again, these are very early paint masters. But it is capturing a more traditional version of the Filmation Teela, and I really do appreciate the effort. We got a great look at Night Stalker. A lot of fans were wondering, where's Night Stalker? How come we haven't seen Night Stalker? And honestly, it's about time. Night Stalker looks great here. After getting Stridor, Night Stalker was inevitable, and he looks absolutely stunning. It's interesting as well to note that I think they're bringing stickers back, as this definitely looks like a sticker applied to the front of Night Stalker, which I think is fine. I really didn't mind it back in the 80s, and as long as they are applying it, the factory application should be a lot better than me trying to put stickers on Night Stalker. He does look pretty much exactly the way I remember Night Stalker from the original toy, which I had back as a kid. I love the new helmet. The blast effects look amazing. And of course, that new purple base with the slime-covered rails, that's so much fun. Can't wait until we get Night Stalker into the collection. According to Toe Habits, many of these pictures come from Yo Tengo El Poder on Instagram, and I want to make sure I give credit to everyone involved. Yo Tengo El Poder has given credit to Toy Arc, Collecting Classics, and Joshua Skywriter. Thank you guys for putting these up for everyone to see. These are amazing. In the last case, we see a lot of the new reveals for the Master Universe Origins line, and some of them we were expecting early on, but some of them are incredibly surprising. Check this out, everybody. For the first time ever, we're seeing Lady Slither as an Origins figure. Holy crap, everybody. This is amazing. We can see here that Lady Slither actually has two forms. She comes in her transformed snake appearance, and she even has a secondary set of legs. In my opinion, I would have personally had two of these figures and shown her torso with her legs. That kind of seems really strange to see them in this format, but I guess they're showing you exactly what comes in the packaging, so that's a lot of fun. She also comes with a brand new mini comic, as we can see here, Sword of the Serpent, which is going to be a lot of fun. I really like the little accessory she's got. She has a staff very similar to the Ka staff that comes with Teela, and she's even got a small, maybe it's a small sword or a dagger, which has a curved nature, very much like a snake. I really like the segmented portions of her snake appearance. It looks very cool, and she can really use that to make different poses while she's in snake form. She does come with that standard set of legs, which are also probably going to be included. In the background there, we can see Mossman, who has already been sighted at Walmart's. Congratulations to anyone who's actually found him in the wild. Here we have Fangor, another figure who was announced earlier this year. He looks so great as an Origins figure. Look at the size of those fangs. They can obviously be swapped for the smaller fangs, as that is supposed to be his gimmick in the original line. And yeah, he comes with a whole host of accessories, including that gigantic scimitar and that smaller, I consider it to be a wrench, but apparently it's an actual familiar. I find that to be a lot of fun. I love the colors. I love the way he looks. This is absolutely incredible. I can't wait until we get more of these MOTU Origins figures into our collections, and I'm wondering when these are going to show up at Walmart or Target. But the surprise figure, which was announced not too long ago, definitely has to be Rokkon, everybody. Holy crap, Rokkon has finally made his way onto Master of the Universe Origins. This is ridiculous. Look at this guy. Holy crap, everybody. This is something I've never seen before. I didn't think that we'd be getting Rokkon. I mean, after all, Rokkon was quite the unique figure back in the day. One of the only transforming figures that would transform from a humanoid figure to an actual rock. Yeah, I didn't know how they were going to pull this off in Origins, but it appears like they've done exactly that. I would love to have seen his actual transformed version, but it looks like they only had one prototype unit on hand available to showcase. But he still has all of his gimmicks. He's got that radar in the front of his chest. Yeah, he looks amazing. I really am looking forward to seeing how he transforms and how they pull this off. Other than that, though, he looks absolutely great. He's always had great colors. The really bright blues and the oranges, they really do contrast, and I really love how well this guy has been put together. This is going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really excited about all these new reveals for Master Universe Origins. I want to give another huge shout out to our good friends over at Toy Habits for showcasing these amazing photos. Guys, definitely give them a like and a follow. Tell them that Jay sent you. This has been an amazing set of reveals, everybody. San Diego Comic-Con 2023 continues, and I hope to see many more reveals as other characters are going to be unveiled this Friday at 1 p.m. What a time to be a Master Universe fan in 2023, everybody. Let's hope for some really big news in the next couple of days. Wow, guys, that's absolutely incredible. I can't believe we're getting all these brand new figures from Master Universe Origins. It remains to be seen whether or not they're going to show up at retail stores, but I'm excited nonetheless to be able to adding all of these into my collection. I mean, Rokkon? Come on, Rokkon. This is going to be great, guys. Let me know in the comment section below. Are you guys in on any of these figures, saying that they are mainline figures? And, of course, the Filmation style, which admittedly is a reuse. But is that something that you're into, or are you completely out of that, considering you've already collected all of those figures in Origin style? Let me know those comments in the comment section below, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, please do leave me a like. It really does help me out. And if you're in the position to help out the channel, please consider checking out my Patreon page. It's MegaJ Retro on Patreon. Guys, the patrons and channel members of this channel help me make wonderful episodes every single week, and I couldn't do without them. They are the best. Thank you so much for your support, everyone. It really means the world to me. I hope you're all going well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. We have the power, everyone. We have the power. And Mattel, keep doing what you're doing, because we love it. Good journey, everyone. Keep proud. I want to give a huge shout out to all my Patreon and channel member supporters. Thank you so much, everybody. It's thanks to your support that this channel continues to grow, and I really could not have done this without you. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for your support, guys. It really means a lot and really helps the channel to keep growing.